Hello again everyone, thank you for joining me, I hope you're all well. Okay, so I've had a challenge on here which I thought was really fun. So basically 55 mile an hour top speed, and I instantly just thought of lorries because obviously, yeah, 56 is the maximum in the UK at least. So we're on the long drive map, and let's just get going, shall we? I'm just going to really quickly check that traffic's on because I haven't heard any. So back in just a moment. Okay, so it was very lucky I checked. Traffic was off. So we have a MAN TGS or MAN TGS. I've driven one of these before. Very, very nice. I loved it. So let's get going, shall we? So it's on an automatic gearbox. I do actually have a range splitter that I could put on. So yeah, maybe that's for a future episode. But let's have a look. So 100 on the dial there is more than I'm allowed to do. So let's get going, shall we? So I hope you're all well. Hope you're all having a good one. I'm not sure what day this will come out, but yeah, whatever day it is, I hope you're having a brilliant one. I really need a digital speedo up on the screen, don't I? But basically, I'm going to try to do this properly. And yeah, cheers for this, RG Mechanic. Yeah, so kind of where I belong at the moment. I do miss lorry driving, and I miss ETS as well. I love doing that, but obviously it just it died. Not enough people were watching it, so it's kind of depressing for me. Yeah, so I've never actually driven a left-hand drive lorry, like in real life. I used to know someone though who yeah, used to drive both, and it took him about 3 or 4 days to get used to it, and I did used to feel sorry for him when he had to use one of the other lorries. Right, I think we're just going to have to go for it in a minute, because this fella's all over the place. With camera angles, this one doesn't work too well, and neither does that one or that one. So it's going to have to be in cab, and I'm flat out, by the way. I'm absolutely flooring it. We haven't got kick down or anything on this gearbox. So there's no manual override. My goodness, it's going to take some time on this map, and I might have to be a little bit sketchy as well, as in overtaking where I wouldn't normally. Right, absolutely flooring it. Here we go. Oh no. We're not going to make it. Oh. I did used to find, so in real life, I did used to find as soon as someone saw that there was a lorry in front of them, they'd do everything they could to overtake it. And a lot of the time, they used to actually slow me down. So they'd get in front. We may have just hit that car. They'd get in front, and then they'd end up driving slower than I could. And I used to drive really responsibly, because obviously, yeah, you can easily kill someone in a lorry if you're not driving carefully. So yeah, it used to be really infuriating. And also lots of people pull out in front of lorries thinking that it's a really slow moving vehicle, but obviously a lot of the time you're against the clock, so you're trying to drive, yeah, at the speed limit. Especially for the first company I worked for, because I love that company. I had a lot of respect for them, so I'd do everything I could to get deliveries done early. or at least on time. Yeah, so we definitely did just hit, but we're in a lorry, so the damage shouldn't really affect us too much. And again. Nope. So this thing obviously hasn't got traction control. And I think we're probably over the speed limit there. Yeah, and if any of you are thinking about becoming a lorry driver, it is really, really good at times. But I wouldn't do international like I did because, yeah, obviously you're never at home. So you're still paying all the bills as if you are at home, but yeah, you're just not there. And if you want tips and everything, I highly recommend a channel that I used to watch that actually inspired me to become a lorry driver, which is called CJAC. And he's absolutely excellent. He's taken a bit of time off of YouTube at the moment, but I'm hoping that in the future he comes back because he's brilliant. Really, really funny bloke, really, really knowledgeable, and a much better lorry driver than I could ever be. So yeah, definitely worth checking him out if you're interested in that kind of thing. He used to do live streams and they were absolutely hilarious. So obviously at this point I'll be using the engine brake, but I don't think we have that in BeamMG. I'm having more luck than him though, aren't I? Nicely done, mate. Yeah, so speedo is in kilometres. So 55 is the maximum we're allowed to go. There are a few mods. I've got proper brake fade, by the way. I'm fully on the brakes now. There are some mods that you can limit the top speed. So yeah, if this isn't the challenge, mate, just let me know and I'll try and find a vehicle that yeah, is actually restricted top speed. Yeah, and if in case I forget to put it in his channel, if you go onto my my channels, I'm obviously subscribed to him. Right, I think this journey may have been a lot better with music. Lots of wheel spin. So this mod is actually really, really good. You can drive all sorts. So obviously at the moment I've got a tractor unit, but there's a drift variant, there's a box truck, so like an 18 tonner. Sorry mate, but brake fade. What else is there? There's a cement mixer, there's a dump truck, and dump trucks are bloody fun to drive. It's basically an off-roader, but lorry size. Excellent. Yeah, I drove one on an interview before, and yeah, it was so much fun. So I was on a site, I was in a quarry, and basically as a lorry driver, your interview, there's a little bit in like an office just so that they know what kind of person you are, and then you usually like take someone out for a little test drive so they can see what your driving's like. And the site speed limit was 5 or 10 or something miles an hour, so I was doing that, and yeah, I was doing that speed, and the, I don't know, instructor, examiner, whoever it was, he said, you put your foot down if you want, mate. And I said, oh, I was following the speed limit. And he said, no, it's just a guide. So yeah, I went for it, and we were both being flung all over the cab, but it was excellent. He did mean for me to do that, and I was offered the job, but it's very, very stressful, that job. So basically it's not really legal, but yeah, you get paid more the more drops you do. So yeah, they're kind of pushed a lot. so I decided not to take it. Yeah, because that kind of pressure shouldn't be put on a lorry driver. Right, how am I going to make this fun? And I wonder what the damage is. Let's have a quick look. Nothing. Yeah, so the build quality of the MANs that I used to drive, they were excellent. So very high mileage, but they just felt tough. Same as the DAFs. Whereas Renault, so the Renault lorries that I drove, very, very quick off the line, definitely, surprisingly quick, but they just felt a little bit cheap. But yeah, the MANs, even like the base spec, they felt well built, the textures were all nice, and yeah, it was just a nice place to be, really. Yeah, comfortable and really quiet inside. The Renaults were very, very noisy inside. But yeah, like I said, they were fun. For a short journey, I always wanted to see the Renault. But for longer journeys, this was in the second job that I had as a lorry driver. For longer journeys, I definitely wanted to use the MAN. Right, let's open it up a bit. Bit of speeding. Yeah, the brakes are really whining. Oh, it's a blind bit. Oh, can they do it? Yeah, this is actually the first lorry I've driven on BeamMG. Apart from the standard one in the game. But lots of the lorries that I used to find on the mod websites, they're paid for, and some of them are very expensive. I do understand that obviously the people who make these mods, they don't get any money. So yeah, some of them are going to be paid, of course, but yeah, some of them are ridiculous. Right, so we're in the desert, and I know now not to hit the cacti. I don't know whether I've released that episode by the time this comes out, but yeah, basically the cacti are reinforced, and yeah, don't do it. Yeah, some of the other suggestions, the challenges, one of them was do it all in reverse. I don't know how many episodes that'd be, and I don't think many people would watch it, unfortunately. But what I was thinking was, when my internet's a little bit better, maybe I could do some on a live stream, some of these challenges, and just see how far I can get in reverse, things like that. But yeah, I don't think many people would want to watch a series of me reversing all the way up here. And there's nothing in the trailer, if anyone's curious. So the trailer's empty, which will help on the, well, especially the end bit that's got hills in it. Right, what we have? 15 minutes almost. Oh, the bumpy bit. Yeah, I really miss the air suspension as well. That's the thing, like, driving a lorry is so comfortable these days, like these modern lorries. It's very easy to fall asleep, and that's why when I was on the motorway, I always used to have music playing really, really loud. I could still hear what was going on around me, but yeah, I did used to have music on really loud, and usually the window open a bit as well, so bad for economy. But yeah, just to try and stay awake, because you're in a real floaty place. Sound deadening is usually really, really good in lorries, so it's very easy to fall asleep or just lose concentration. And the lorry I had, when you went over the line, it bleeped loads unless you were signalling, and also it had cruise control that was adaptive, so if I set it to 56, the maximum speed, and the car in front did 70, it would just allow it to go. But if the car in front was doing 40, my lorry would slow down automatically, so all I had to do was steer. That was just my job, steer the lorry when I was on the motorway. Perfect. And yeah, if the car then accelerated up to 70, my lorry would accelerate itself up to the speed limit that I'd set. Perfect. Right, we're going for it. Nope. So this is the road being bumpy now. So much brake fade. The fact that it's flashing amber probably isn't a good thing. That probably means that I've actually knackered it. And obviously I'm not going to do a reset either, so this is going to be more than one episode. So what I'll do after this episode, I'm just going to park it up, see whether they cool down, and then we'll go again. I might actually put cruise control on as well. I can do that without repairing the lorry. I really should have checked before I started recording to see whether the cruise control limits it going over the speed. That would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? But it's me, isn't it? Don't have many good ideas. Oh no, where did that come from? Sorry, mate. It is a lovely map. It really is. Oh, and the beds in Renaults as well. My goodness. Well, at least the ones I drove, the mattress is as thin as you could possibly imagine. It's basically like laying on a rock with a piece of paper on top. That's your mattress. But yeah, in the MANs, they did seem to be good. In the DAF, my boss was so nice that when he spec'd the lorry, he got the premium mattress, so it was ultra comfortable. Right, 19 minutes. So yeah, what I'm going to do, so that we've got a reference, I'll pull over here, and yeah, this is where I'll end the episode. Right, and brake on, engine off, lights off, I think. Nope. There we go. Right, so thanks for joining me, everyone. Really appreciate each and every view, and if you've liked this, please feel free to join me in the next one. Can you see the steam coming off the back wheel there? That's the brakes overheating. So I'm not going to reset, so we've got a little bit of damage on the front, and we've got issues with the brakes as well. So cheers everyone, and fingers crossed I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.